Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7. Alpha Omega up NQ on the 9.
All right, mic check. Is this thing on? Test one. I think it's low. All right, time out now. Test one. Let's go. Alrighty then, don't forget trading is risky and all that business. Let's get to it here. We'll go to one of the top left corner. Today I'm going to do an entire walkthrough of the new stuff. So this is the 5-chart layout. If you are new with this, make sure you get through the 8-day boot camp for sure. And of course, if you do decide to join with us, there is a deep dive as well beyond the boot camp. But that is just 8 videos. Come up here in the top left. The market is going to open here in about 2 minutes. I'm running a few minutes late here on a Monday. It's Mentorship Monday. Bring your questions, the new folks. We'll try to get any newcomer information out there to you guys. Again, I'm running a few minutes late, so probably around 10 a.m. we will we'll try to get into some stuff there, getting you warmed up. It's not as complicated as it looks, believe it or not. The reason I can just come in here, grab a coffee, be ready to go is because the tools do all the work. I'm just going to sit here and play the video game. I'm going to think about, I've got 5 trades in my mind going, okay, 5 trades. Within 5 trades, I need 2 winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, and a bonus. I'm going to start by looking at the tide and the wave here. Currently, tide is up, wave is up. Both green right now. Let's set that over on the side. So I've got my 2 high time frames there. That's these 2 left-hand charts over here on the left, the tide and the wave. Middle will have our filter. Currently, we're sitting at strong buy down here. This is inside of our Discord. If you are a premium member, you'll have access to this on the left-hand side of Discord. Go into the MACV Ultimate there for what we call the nerd. That is the NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow combination direction filter. You want to go in the direction of those in general for your bigger plays. And if I'm going to go against that, then I need to be looking for a scalp. We are coming up on the open here in about 45 seconds. Currently sitting inside of a shark on a king timing. We will see if they end up pushing right here. We have a headshot up top as well. I have my finger over the sell for a scalp. Again, why would I be looking for a scalp? Because we are on strong buy here. Here comes the open here in about 20 seconds. I'm going to get our audio news on there from Financial Juice. And we'll listen into the open here. I usually like to sit on hands for the first 5 minutes. And at the same time, if something absolutely perfect comes up, remember when I talk about rules here, most of the time I'm talking about standard operating procedures. We'll talk about standard operating procedure versus, okay, something else extra shows up here. We just got a big bull just came in right there. That is a 1,000 level bull.
Market
I want to mark here right at the open.
500 sell side.
And less important because it came here at the open, but I am going to mark it up anyways.
Sell side of 10 million.
And then I'm going to mark up 250 ticks above that. This is just an estimation of where those bears and bulls like to go. Seen it many times. I like to think of them as areas of opportunity. Doesn't mean I'm going to absolutely execute there, but it is a spot that I would be interested in, like this one right here. Go ahead and go with a half position here, and I'll close it out. Trade number 1 comes into a shark plus an enigma right there. That's just playing the video game right there. $1,000 on the first trade there this morning. Pretty easy there. Popping out into a shark with a 23.8 enigma. Give that one a shot there and grabbed a 1,000 tick bag there right off the bat. Like I said, it is not that hard to play this video game. Now that one you had to be pretty quick. This is the NASDAQ. If you are new, don't trade in Q. That's just my general rule of thumb for new folks. In Q is very fast. It's very wild. It's something that you want to kind of pace yourself into, in my opinion. Then again, if you have, everybody's got different confidence levels and their experience, and you know yourself a little bit better than I do. But I know NQ. So okay, here's another super AO there. I kind of would have liked to have grabbed another bag right there, short at the top of the channel with a super AO at the top of the channel there. I just missed that. They're over here yabbing away here. Let's see if I can hear some sellers step in, and I might do a quick scalp. Yeah, there they go. All right, might have missed out on my 2 trades right off the bat. Could have been done 2 minutes past the open there.
Israel to hold another round of talks on Thursday. So again, just a further confirmation from this.
There's already a line there, so if we come back up and tap it, I may hit that one more time. Right on that red line. So remember that red line, I currently have horizontals turned on, so that 5.8 has a nice little line there for me, so I can visually see where that super AO hit.
A U.S. effort to extend the ceasefire between Lebanon and Israel. This is coming from a newspaper citing him.
NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 4.
Cipher. And sellers come in again. I'm going to try to grab that.
NQ on the 7.
Might be a trap here. Oh, yep, it was. Wow, did you see how fast that snapped? All right, so I kind of want to bail here. This could get nasty. We're still on moderate buy side here, and that looks like, feels like a trap right there. All right, HMD. Nope, they're cracking it.
Harmonic NQ on the 7.
Now we're getting green dotted to the top. Buyers hitting every dot there.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
DD adding in on that. Is it going to come back for me? Headshot. Big ready DD.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7.
That big bull is right up above. They're going to let him out.
Alpha Omega down NQ.
Oh man. Wish I hadn't got tempted into that. Did you see how fast that whipped? That was so whippy. I'd just been talking about how fast that whips like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can handle it. Nope. even myself, as experienced as I am in playing the game, yeah, sometimes it is just too fast to react to something like that.
US oil pairs gains hit an intraday low around $87.
Yeah, are we still within the 5 minutes? Yeah, we're still in that 5-minute zone. Okay, that's the third cross inside. 1, 2, and that is the third. We have 20 seconds till we crack past that first 5 minutes. There's a shark right up above there, and that is high of day already. And the market is doing one of these wild childs right here at the open, and I kicking myself for taking that play.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 4.
Headshot. Nope. Not coming out of there. Come on now.
Divergence down
Give him the fake out first. Pick up some orders below. There's a divergence up top that might save me. Get me down here to the Bollingers for a bailout would be nice.
NQ on the 7.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to pull half of my loss right there as we touch the bottom. If we pop up here, that won't be good, but let's see if there's any extra to it. Would love to hear sellers here.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 4. Double Delta NQ on the 7. Double Delta NQ on the 4.
Red dot delta shift.
Double Delta NQ on the 4. NQ on the 7.
Okay, here's a set of sellers. Seuss trying to add to position there. Oh, they're running without me. Didn't even get my orders.
Alpha Omega up NQ.
All right, I'm going to close it there and take my loss.
IEA's Birrell says IEA oil reserves could be tapped again if needed.
Wild. Absolutely wild. Okay. Got to keep my head in the game here. We'll talk more about it here as we get to our 10 a.m. spot there. Coming up to the top of that channel. Or remember, combinations of structures plus R2 FA event. Structure I see there, that's the top of the channel. See if I get an R2 OFA event around the top here. Top of the channel.
Double Delta NQ on the 9.
Listening for it. We have a delta shift on the 9s. There's a 4.9. Okay, I tried to grab it, didn't fill. Bummer. All right, I am off the game here this morning. Literally saw the R2FA and did not get the fill. Too fast, it's moving too quick. All right, there's a red dot. I'll add to position on the dot to try to catch some of that move. Bummer. Bulls are still in control here. Moderate buy. Yikes, just went back to green arrow. We were on the red side. Man, it is switching so fast. Bulls just continuously taking over on every opportunity they have. All right, I'm going to pull half at my POE here. Yeah, there's a big guy stepping. Seuss right here on the cross. Red dot, add to position. Are we going to hold that dot this time? Red dot holding. Great. Can I get 35 ticks? There's 35. I'll pull half and add on the cross, and I'll take it out to almost recover my loss through that area there. That was tricky. Here they come. We've got jagged on the tape right now. You see it? Jagged warning in the chat. Do you see it? Big play right here. Okay, we came back in with a green arrow. Got to be careful here. If I see a red arrow, I can re-engage. But bulls have been stepping in almost every single time. Let's see if we get a red arrow back.
Divergence up NQ on the 9.
I'm literally eyeballs right here on the red arrow. There it is, red arrow coming in. Yikes, came right back with a green arrow. Got my finger over half here. It's a headshot long. I'll be on the wrong side of a bounce here. Bulls are holding every dot. Can I get one more red arrow here? Come on, drop a red arrow in there. Nope, they're staying green.
NQ9. Divergence up NQ on the 36. Harmonic on NQ on the 7.
Jim D. In neutral at the 0 point. Nope, no red arrow. Didn't get it.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 4.
Mega Late Nate. Extremely fast. Look at that. Bulls picked it up. My goodness. Not my day. Not gonna be an easy day for me.
IEA's Birrell says global energy markets may be volatile now for 2 years.
Could have been. All that action in there was so fast. It's
NQ on the 4.
I wouldn't say it's classic NQ. This is hyperbolic NQ right now. Literally, you can see too fast, even on the 4s. Super fast.
Alpha Omega up NQ.
I have recently even played in on the 5s. And I might have needed to move back to that. I thought maybe it would be a little slower on a Monday to come in on the 4s instead of the 5s. But no, 5s probably would have been a spot where the speed might have been better here for me there this morning. This has been just very quick whips, non-stop. Here, very difficult. We've got strong sell. I'm seeing if I can get some holdout here. I'm holding to 50 only because we've got strong sell now. There's 46, 49. Popping up. Seuss. Look to see if we can retouch that cipher.
Harmonic NQ on the 9.
Would be the 50 there, right on that cipher.
Harmonic NQ on the 4.
HMD. Back of the shark. All the way back to neutral.
NQ on the 4.
Bulls reminding everyone who is in charge these days. Wave has shifted to red. Tide's still up, but wave is red. So do I have a wave opportunity here? Going to find out.
NQ on the 7.
Bummer. Look at that. All the way back to buy side again. Bulls are not playing around. Here's king timing on the 7s up above here. I'm going to half up here. I'm going to go ahead and take some off. If it launches, I'll have to take the loss here, and I don't want it to be bigger. Grab potential up above, but that's still a good 40 ticks above. Where I'm currently at, it's like 80.
Harmonic NQ on the 4. Harmonic NQ on the 4.
Okay, there's the red arrow. Still sitting moderate buy though. In conflict, here is king timing. Green dot, test for the bulls. Come on, crack one.
NQ on the 7.
Crack it. Thank you. Okay, we've seen one green dot break on the bulls. Finally. Red arrow into neutral. Love to see this carry through all the way to get me that strong sell one more time. Cipher line is here at that green line.
The hill. Trump sees gasoline
for that
prices
as a
coming
target.
down when the war ends.
News chatter there.
NQ on the 7.
Four.
NQ on the 7.
Headshot long.
Harmonic NQ on the 4.
Yep, bulls take every opportunity to pop it back up. They're very strong here. Red dot broken. Bear's not able to hold their dots here.
IEA's Birrell says fuel problems to start moving to Europe.
Fib.NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 4.
Don James posted an ES red Enigma on the 89s of the ES. Holy shnikes. I mean, if that's the leader, well, I don't want to cross my fingers on it, but I'm hoping that would be, I'm hoping that's going to help me out. There's a red dot on the 9s. Come on, push it 50 ticks. Come on, you know you want to.
Harmonic NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 7.
They're holding every dot. There's 50. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull half there on 50.
He says the US is not serious about talks and will face decisive response if it repeats past mistakes.
Okay, there's news coming up here.
NQ on the 4. Harmonic NQ on the
They are news chattering like crazy.
Harmonic NQ on the 6.
All the way back to strong buy again. My. HMD. Come on, drop it. HMD right there.
Harmonic NQ on the 4.
And I'm hearing buyers continue to come in here. Strong buy still. They are trying to hold it. Be great for a, if they fake them out though, if everybody's thinking that this is coming up long, we could get the surprise drop. That would be awesome. Well, for me. Cracking through the dot. King timing. Okay, needs to happen right here. Don't go against me now. Don't run it. Yikes, there's king timing. Are they gonna run it? All right, I'm gonna take my loss. Oh, I tried.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7.
I tried.
NQ on the 9. Alpha Omega down NQ on
Rough morning here so far.
Harmonic NQ on the 4.
This is so fast. It says great speed there, but this morning it has been too fast. I think I do. I'm gonna move up to the 5s. I'm gonna go ALGO bar 5s here. Slightly higher. And man, look at that chop. That chop chopped me up there. There she goes. Come up. Beautiful super AO into the shark.
Double Delta NQ on the 5. Double Delta NQ on the 7.
Alright, I'm gonna almost some of this. Whoops. 2 contracts.
Alpha Omega up NQ on
That's not gonna do me any good. Okay, we got 1,000 level bear in here now.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 36.
High time frame. Color it there to 90.
Double Delta NQ on the 5. Double Delta NQ on the 7.
Another king timing.
Touch low. Divergence down NQ on the 9. NQ on the 7.
Red dot. Add to it. Don't crack it. Oh, we cracked it. All right. Full half there, but that's definitely cracked it. Bull stepping right back in. 8.4. Sellers. Red arrow, but still sitting on strong buy here. Moderate. King timing up on the 7s. Can I get a drop run? Top above that 6.6 over the cross here. If that 6 doesn't hold, then we get some nasty run up. Okay, nope. And I have to stop out there too. Ooh. Nasty day here for me.
NQ on the 5.
They have broken that bear, so there came in there 1500 level bear. Ready DD 5.4.
ECB's Pereira says Europe between the ECB's baseline and adverse scenarios, and says economic damage of the Iran war has yet to show. And Pereira says the economy was resilient before the war began. So again, comments from ECB's Pereira in an interview here.
2-finger NQ on the 36.
IEA's Birrell says even if Hormuz
Okay, Bull's
opens,
still holding
the markets
dots,
are going to
so
remain
it's
volatile.
still holding control. I need to see them crack one of those. If it's going to work for me, I need to see one of them crack and then a bear hold. There's the first one that cracked. Finally, double dot got cracked right there. Bulls did not hold that second dot. Now to have confidence in that to go for a T2 scenario here, I would need to see a bear hold. Here's king timing. Nope, they're pushing it. All right. Feel half there again. $89 dot has just that was the one. Just straight up. Not even a secondary look back. They didn't go back and touch it twice. I thought they might go back and touch it. They did not. 1, 2. This is the third one. Let's see if we can have any bear hold there at all for me to get some kind of return back there. But if not, that if that big bull takes over, that is going to be problematic for me. They run it all the way to it and then they run it. A nasty loss.
Divergence down NQ on the 36.
Hearing buyers all over it. Do have divergence on the optimized
IEA's
range
Birrell
there. There's a
says the Hormuz
6.5.
Strait
It's
has lost
another
its
cross
status
here.
as
I will
reliable.
add to it on a what I will hope will be a power DCR here.
You on the 9.
Ready DD on the 7s as well. 8.7 here. Is it going to be enough? Oh, turned into a power headshot. Dot came in. Literally coming so fast you can't even hardly keep up with them. The NQ has been massively quick this morning. Another 89 bar print off of that green dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5th bar and continuing
says the world
straight up
won't be
off of that
such
89.
dependent on Hummers in the future.
We have 4 minutes till 10 a.m. Likely a 10 a.m. news event there. Let's see. We have 10 a.m. I'm showing we don't have a 10 a.m. news event. The next news event I see is 11:30. So we do not have a 10 a.m. news.
Fib.NQ on the 7.
Little odd because almost every day there is a 10 a.m. of some type there. But there's not one scheduled currently. Big bull in here on the optimized range. Actually, I don't think this is the optimized range. This is the optimized range for last week. I didn't get to load that there this morning. Definitely off my game here this morning.
ALGO make it down NQ on the 36.
Back into that big bull zone there from this morning.
The S&P 500 continuing to pair pre-market losses, now around flat on the session.
Yeah, they came all the way back up. They sure did. Red arrow.
Double Delta NQ on the 7. Double Delta NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 7.
Here in sellers come out of that original bull zone. Did we touch up here? We touched had ready DD to really oh, there it is. 5.6. Okay, we did. I'm like, there had to have been an R2FA event there. Looking here, wasn't there. It's here on the optimized range. I think I'm on the wrong. Anybody have that optimized range here handy? Thanks, Captain Price. You're so nice. I hope your life is going swimmingly, my friend. All right. Deuce.
Pip.NQ on the 7.
Okay, it's 10:01. There's a red dot on the 7s. Here in sellers come through. Pink dot on the 9s as well with confluence. Question is how far? The neutral.
Alpha Delta NQ on the 7.
4.6 on the 89.
Harmonic NQ on the 9.
So they closed the gap from the weekend. And we've tapped once, twice.
Pip.NQ on the 7.
See.
Alpha NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 7.
Deuce. Red dot on the 9s. That is a switch dot. Let's see how far she goes. Hopefully a 50 bag.
So PBS reporter on X, Trump says that bombs are going to start going off when asked about Kushner's interest in the Middle East. So that's Trump telling a PBS reporter here that if the ceasefire expires tomorrow, then lots of bombs are going to start going off.
What? Holy shnikes. What do y'all think about all this stuff?
Double Delta NQ on the 36.
So on PBS, Trump, when asked if Iran's doing talks, says, I don't know.
Alpha Omega NQ on the 7 on the 9.
King timing.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
5-5.
So the PBS article is on the feed for those interested.
Double Delta NQ on the 7.
So Trump to PBS says, we'll discuss nuclear weapons with Iran at talks.
So let's see if we can finish out that 89 bar.
Two-finger NQ on the 89.
Weird that we're still on moderate buys. So we've only got NQ, the only one coming down here.
Double Delta NQ on the 5.
All the way back to my POE. Come on, man. Come on.
Information reports that OpenAI
Come
will
on.
release a new image model in the coming weeks.
Alpha Delta NQ on the 5 and Q on the 7.
That is a very weird place for a DDSR here. Potential 75 tick move off of a DDSR. Actually, this is on the 5s, so it'd be like it's like double that, so it'd be 150 tick potential. Okay, green dot test for the bulls. Will they hold that dot?
So we have posted the article from the information on the feed for those interested.
Looks like they are. Switch dot, add to position. Red arrow coming with. Might have just got the perfect timing. We'll see. Oh no, Whiskers, your snag-a-tongue.
NQ on the 7. Double Delta NQ on the 5.
Those are beautiful screenshots there, Whiskers. Hey, you got it working? Nice. Still moderate buy. Interesting. So literally NQ is the only one on this down move. Interesting.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7.
Will it be the leader? We'll see. We have a down 2 finger up there on the 89. Only reason I'm kind of holding out for, I mean, there's a potential 200 tick, 200, 300 tick play here if that 2 finger goes ahead and pushes this down into the golden ropes there. But don't discount the bulls, man. The bulls have been absolutely just in control of every move. But as soon as I see a
responding to the New York
red
Post
bear
article
hold,
about Avance being hours away from,
I'll be very excited.
in
I say
Pakistan,
when,
says these
if, how about I should say
appear to be
if.
premature, and the vice president hasn't actually departed for Pakistan yet.
Alpha Omega NQ on the 5.
All the way back to POE. 100 tick up move. Those bulls just step right back in. They're like, nah, we're going to move that. Go ahead and move that 100 ticks. Kind of have a little bit of a jagged potential there on the tape. It's kind of a little 2-toother. It's not a lot to it. Literally hit 2-tooth of jaggedness there on the MACV, and big move up there. Is that the upside? All right, I'll peel half here. Bummer. All the way back to my POE. They triple tapped that line there once, twice, 1, 2, 3, almost 4 times on it. DCR right here. Hearing buyers though continuously. Full test on the dot. Yep, they're still holding it. See they're actually hold one if I'm going to get a big play out of that.
Harmonic NQ on the 7-9. Harmonic NQ on the 36.
So Captain Price, what's your issue today, bro? What's your deal, man?
Harmonic
Get the
NQ
devil in you over the weekend?
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7.
I have I've heard about that I've heard about that Telegram one. Go try it out. I dare you to try it. It'll be quite funny when you find out. But do it, try it. Let me know how that works out for you.
Divergence up NQ on the 9. Double delta NQ on the 36. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
I've been nothing but nice to you, Captain Price. So, I mean, I don't know if you know about this bastard or not, but there's a little warning for those who return evil for good. You know about that one?
Alpha Omega down NQ on
It says, "Evil shall never leave the house of one who returns evil for good." I have seen people's homes who evil overtakes. It's not a pretty thing, man. Not a pretty thing. I would feel terrible for you. I feel bad for you already, man. I do. I don't understand people who get jollies out of harming other people. I've never understood that. I don't understand it when Trump's doing it right now. I don't understand when trolls do it in our chat. You know, I don't understand that kind of mentality, but apparently it's a thing. And I don't know what joy you get out of it, but weird, man. Very weird. Feel bad for you. Let's see. 10-14. 9. They're going to be a follow through. We're coming to neutral. So now 2, we have nerd, and I don't have a view on the others right now because I'm in a little bit of a different workspace here coming into the standard default, so I don't see the rest of the nerd on chart. But when it's neutral, that means we have 2 up, 2 down of the nerd combo.
Divergence up NQ on the 9.
Captain Price, you don't know anything. Do it yourself. If you're going to verify something, like, I dare you. Like, I dare you to go try it. Right? I dare you. Do it. Watch what happens. I wouldn't believe everything you see on the internet, my friend. You know what a virus is? I mean, oh guys, I saw free Photoshop online. There's a free Photoshop on Instagram. He's gonna give it to me for free. I got free internets. I got it. It came on an AOL disc. It's amazing. Next. 1 week later. Guys, I don't know why my computer's not working and my bank account's drained. I gave him my credit card number. They said it was only $10. I'm not sure. My credits. There's just like 15 accounts that just got opened up on my credit. I don't know what happened. I don't know why my information's all over the dark web. What's going on? What? Funny, bro. Reed, did you get in the small account challenge?
So Trump on Truth Social posting that Israel never talked me into the war with Iran. Just repeating that Iran can never have a nuclear weapon.
Okay, all the way to crab. There we go. All the way touching into those golden ropes, finally. We got jagged on the tape, so I'm just going to try to hold. We got jagged on the tape. Jagged warning, don't get off sides.
And in this Truth Social post, Trump as well says the results in Iran will be amazing.
I mean, we got news chatter all over the
Iran's
place,
new leaders,
but when they're
rapid
saying good
regime
news,
change
I
are
mean,
smart.
you know, it's
Iran
almost
can have a
opposite
great
day,
and
right? Like,
prosperous
it's
future.
like bad news, market go up. Good news, market go down. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all noticed that pattern over your years of experience? We got a 1500 level bear coming in here on the optimized range. Sorry if I missed it earlier. Does somebody can somebody pop me the optimized range one more time? I apologize if y'all already did that earlier. I didn't get set up here this morning for the live stream chat, so I'm having to kind of crank my neck over to the right. It's usually like right here next to my stuff. I cannot see y'all's chat as easily. What's the optimized range? 35. Okay, 35R. Thank you. I'm on 36. It's not that far off. All right, I'll peel half right there on the 4.6 just in case we get some crazy pop here. I'll continue to Seuss it on the way down if it's going to go. We're still getting legged. There's a 26,717 there that wants to hit. Just came back green arrowed here. Would love to see red again. Odd. Back to moderate buy. Jagged on the tape. Only thing kind of holding me. But all right, we'll close it right there. All right, so we've been back and forth here. Now, again, I will try to get some more continuation on this, but I want to lock in here. Been a rough morning. 1500 level bear. So I'd like to mark that and then get a measure, but we could potentially have a 250 tick drop below this. Now remember, it's 250 from the middle of the leg, which is on this. I mean, this is a long leg. They sold all of this from all the way to the tip right here. They sold that entire leg on the optimized range. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and do the optimized range now. 35R. Okay, that's nice. It's actually smoother. That's nice. Okay, yeah, it's this whole leg. They sold that entire leg. Middle of it is here. Okay, 250 is probably that diamond.
CNN
Pretty darn
reporting that
close.
US-Iran talks are planned for Wednesday in Pakistan.
Close to that diamond. Okay. who would know about latest gens. I don't know if you know this, but you don't need the latest generation PC anymore for the latest version of ALGO Box. Like, you can literally run this on your grandma's PC now. Let me see if I can grab the, I'm gonna bring the chat over here. Go.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Full touch low.
You know I'm just one trade away. If you wanna take the algo box and play, miles apart, alpha omegas are connecting, and I hurt you even when you're not expecting. You know I've got a plan today.
Darko, how many trades to go for today? Oh, are you new? Let's see. Hard map today. Yeah, it's a hard map today.
Two finger NQ on the 35.
You do business as long as people are coming through the door. So, as a business person, let me ask you something. As a business, how many sales do you get every day?
Divergence down NQ
A little bit of a trick question. I'll just submit it up front. A little bit of a tricky question. But Darko, how many people are you going to sell your widget? Like, whatever you like, pick a business and you want to sell something to them. Right now, no business. Well, it depends. What business is it? Anytime one business is struggling, there's obvious, most of the time, there's some kind of business is doing really well. Right now, AI business is probably doing really well, right? I mean, restaurants. You're gonna tell me. I remember that. Wasn't that funny? Somebody was like, "Hey, Vinny, did you download some more RAM?" You know, the internet's a wild place. Like, it comes all types. So where I was going with that is your ability to sell has to do with how many people are coming through the door, right? Would we all agree with that? You would probably, if you had any kind of store, you were selling whatever, fill in the blank. Put a store back behind you, but you got a cash register, you're ringing up the cash register, and you're in the business to do sales, right? And you're selling, because, I mean, dude, let's get down to the basics of what exactly are we doing when we are buying and selling anything. People say, well, you know, you're a trader. And I'm like, well, you're a trader too. Every person you ever shake a hand with is a trader. Did you know that? So again, I'm going to get a little bit of a deep philosophy here, and I'm not trying to over philosophize things, but let's answer a few questions here. And plus, I kind of need a little bit of a breather break from that, you know, rough, whatever that was this morning here. This is just a little bit some very weird. Actually, just want me look how choppy this is on the fives. It's weird, like choppa, but to the upside and down, choppa down. It's just weird. All right, some weird stuff going on here. So let's just chat and breathe here for a minute. So everybody's a trader. What are you trading? People are trading their time for money. People are trading their money for time. Is there any other kind of trading? Somebody tell me, what other kind of trading is there? I would hypothesize, here is my prove me wrong moment where I'm going to say people are either trading time for money or they're trading money for time. That's it. But help me out. Maybe I'm missing something. Is there anything else that somebody could be selling that doesn't fall into those two nets? So let's talk about that fixed number of trades. So I don't want to say fix it. So standard operating procedure is when I say is I'm preparing mentally every morning for 5. Okay, listen. Has anybody ever had a bad day? Okay, now I'm not talking about trading. Okay, I'm talking about just purely You ever just not feel well?
Crib.NQ
Right. Maybe you're sick. You're upset about something, depressed about something. You're just not feeling it. Right. Something going on in your life, whatever, argument, spouse, significant other, friend, coworker, whatever, boss. You're just not feeling well, right? Bad day. Okay. On those bad days, do you still have to get up and do work? Right? You do. Right? You're going to go anyway. You're going to get up, drag yourself out of bed, try to pour yourself maybe extra Joe. You do things to try to supersede and overcome your ism, right? Whatever the ism is, whatever you're upset about, whatever the scenario is. But you're going to have bad day scenarios. So what you need is a standard operating procedure for how you're going to proceed when you have, like, you're kind of going in all case scenarios. What's my standard operating procedure? How am I going to proceed? So standard operating procedure is I want to do 5 trades for me. And this, I think I can do 5 trades on any day. This is sort of the baseline of bases. Like if all hell breaks loose or whatever, sick, scenarios with families, friends, whatever scenarios are going on, I feel like my day can be wrapped in if I mentally come in and go, you know how it is, like, well, I don't know, maybe you don't know how it is, that if you're coming into trading, there are so many opportunities in trading.
Crude oil loadings from Saudi Arabia's Yanbu port fell
That's some of the conundrum for a lot of traders, is that, well, there's so many opportunities to know how to filter. Because in my opinion, it's easy to know when to trade. There's my setup. Oh, there's a setup. There's a setup. There's a setup. There's a setup. Our job as traders is actually filtering. How do I filter to take a trade? That's your job, is filtering. Isn't that weird? Like, to really, if you boil it down, to filter for the trade that you want to take that has the highest opportunity for you. And it doesn't have to be the highest. I'm talking about the ideal. We're going for the absolute ideal, is to say, I want the highest opportunity for myself. I want to make the most amount of money in the least amount of time. Right. Bingo, Kino. He said it. If the opportunity is there, take it. That's what it comes down to. If you're running a business and whatever you're selling back behind you, it depends on how many people are walking through the door who actually want your product. Right. Some days you're going to have 30 people coming through the door. Some days you may have 0 come through the door. Your business may be cyclical. It may be cyclical on a weekly basis, like restaurants. Restaurants do really well on the weekends, and then Tuesday, Wednesdays, they're begging people to come through the doors, right? They can't sell anymore. Like, let's say you're a Mexican food restaurant. I love me some Mexican. Had some Mexican this weekend after church yesterday. It's amazing Mexican food. It was awesome. And they're bringing those enchilada plates. Well, I came in on a Sunday after church, but I didn't go to that restaurant all week, the week before. Right? I may have wanted to, but I didn't, because we're all busy. We've got schedules, got all this stuff.
Iranian ports and coastal areas, the U.S. forces have directed 27 vessels to turn around or return to an Iranian port.
Okay, we got a lot of news chatter going on there. But a restaurant you can't sell any more enchilada plates than people coming through the door, right? So now let's bring it to trading. Different days. I mean, this is your business, right? This is how many opportunities walked through the door that day. Some days it's over and over and over and over and over, and some days there's like hardly anything. Okay, so my plan for every day is, on average, like some days there are 15, 20 amazing plays. Some days there's 5 or 6, okay, but oftentimes it's more than 5, right? At the same time, within those 5, I really only need 2, and sometimes there really, really are only 1 or 2. But I want to mentally prepare. I'm looking for an average, right? I'm looking for a baseline. How do I mentally prepare so that every day I can have some consistency in my inconsistency? What do you mean, Vinny, by consistency in your inconsistency? The markets are consistently inconsistent. Did you notice? Consistently, they are inconsistent, which is wild to me. Like, here comes down. Let's talk about trader funding programs. Okay. Why are trader funding programs so difficult on some of these things? Is that it's consistency rules, right? They're like, how consistent can you be? Well, this is where I'm saying, create some order in the chaos by creating a mental framework for consistency. Have something that is consistent. For me, I think it's a good idea to vision board preparing for 5 trades. Within those 5 trades, I need to be in and out and done. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, maybe plus a bonus. But I give myself 5 opportunities mentally to prepare to go, I think that the market almost every single day is going to give me 5 trades. Kind of like a restaurant. A restaurant may still be open on a Tuesday or Wednesday, even though they know it's not their best day, but they may know on average we may have, in our case, let's say we say 5, we usually are going to have at least 5 people come through the door even on a Tuesday. So maybe they establish that as their base type of thing. So that's what I'm trying to do. The bare minimum standard. Bingo. Exactly, Captain Price. A bare minimum standard that what I want to mentally prepare for if I'm going to sit down at my desk, even if I don't want to be there that day, even if I'm not feeling well that day, even if, you know, whatever scenarios are going on in my mind, can I come in and think, I just need to, it's like knowing what your boss expects, maybe setting your mindset if you're going to work, being like, okay, what are the things you're going to get done today? I got to, I don't know, work on that Excel spreadsheet, or, you know, if I'm working construction, I know we're working on this pour or whatever you're doing to, you know, we're going to pour this slab today and we're going to put in these, I don't know, whatever the scenario is, like you mentally prepare as you're going into that day, and you kind of mentally prepare before you actually do the work. So we're doing the same thing here. We're creating that consistency in the inconsistency because the market is going to be inconsistent. The market will throw different maps. I like to think of it like a video game. Somebody said it earlier perfectly, that today was a hard map. This morning, that was a wild map there this morning. Some maps are easier than others. There's in the video game arena, there are certain maps that you just love to play, right? It's your favorite for me, about Battlefield 3, Caspian Border. In Fortnite with my kids, I love to play one of the rounds called Toy Box. They just recently dropped Ballistic, which my daughter really loves playing Ballistic, and we like to play that together. And then they just, you know, abandoned that game because there weren't enough people playing it. But some of those that you're going to enjoy more than others, and by enjoy, it's usually because you're good at them. You usually enjoy the things that you're good at, and then the ones that you're not good at, you're like, it's a bad map. I don't like that. At the same time, there's going to be somebody else who absolutely loves that map, right? Somebody loved that creepy crawly up move there this morning, right? I'm sure there's, you know, bull players that love the slow creepy crawly up move and buy the dip and just hold, you know, and the market just does its thing and you don't have to do any work. Some people absolutely love that. It's not my favorite, right? So to ask me how many trades am I going to take today, I'll just point you to this. I prepare for this, but hey, if more people come through my door, and it also comes and coincides with, you know, businesses also have to match up employees, right? Hey, are there enough staff today to staff is there wait staff to handle all the people who are going to come through the door that day? And, you know, for us, we might be the only employee in our entire business. So if we're kind of just not there that day or not feeling well that day,
Mexico's President
I will do more or less based on, you know, literally how I feel. That's why one of the things in our checklist, of course, we didn't get to go to the checklist there this morning. I apologize for being late here this morning. But there are days where you do a self-assessment. How am I feeling today? You know, am I sick? Am I tired? Am I, you know, have I had any frustrating situations? Have I yelled at anybody that day? Have I been upset by something? You know, those type of things that will wear on you. You know, do you have a Captain Price in the comments continuously trying to troll and get themselves banned for some reason and try to, you know, assault your channel because they don't have anything better to do in life? And I feel really terrible for them. But at the same time, it's like, you know, it's kind of annoying and sad that, like, and that's the whole thing. They're trying to get in your head. And so, you know, allowing them to get in your head is like just giving them what they want. And do you really want to give them what they want? I mean, maybe I do, because I feel bad for you. If you want to get in my head, here, how about this? Let me just hand you something. Okay, you don't have anything else in life. Let me let you in my head. Does that feel better? Great. Congratulations. You've been addressed. You've been talked to. Okay, maybe you need somebody to talk to. Hey, man, cool. Come hang out. We'll chat with you. Okay. Same time, like, maybe turn it around. You know, you don't have to be rude. You know, you can be nice. There's nothing wrong with being nice. So, but you know, whatever, dude. Feel better already? Good for you. You don't get paid just to trade. You don't get paid to press the buttons. You know what I'm saying? So standard operating procedure. So standard ops, and then sometimes things swing outside of that, right? You lay your best laid plan, but you know, somebody else may have a plan to come in on that day. And that's a beautiful thing about life, that life is hard. And this whole thing that we're here for is a giant test. And you pass, fail. If you accept Christ, then there's a pass for you. But there's also a reward system along with that pass, fail. Rewards come in what you do with your time. So I always encourage people, do some good. Faith without works is dead. So, you know, I don't want to say be careful, but for lack of better terms, be careful on that. You know, try to do the right thing. You know, I think that's a good thing to try to do. And by all means, just so you know, I am not perfect. I try to tell people all the time, stop trying to hold me to any kind of standard of, you know, Vinny, you're this or that or that. Like, I mean, can you really put anybody in a box? Is anybody all bad? Is anybody all good? We're not. There's only one who is all good. Okay. Yes, I'm a Christian. At the same time, I don't like that term because technically speaking, they originally created that term. Go look in the history of the term Christian. It was an insult to them to be a little Christ. And Jesus called his people that followed him disciples, right? I consider myself a disciple. I want to tell you about him. I'm not telling you about me, right? Yes, I should strive to be like him, and I would love to be more like him. Okay, and I'll tell you honestly, it is a little bit harder to do that when there are people like Captain Price in your ear all the time. I put myself out there, here in the public, or that, you know. Well, Vinny, you don't have to live stream. I could, yes, and there have been many a time when I have debated whether or not I come out here and live stream at all anymore. Many times. At the same time, I'm also encouraged by others who do find it useful and do find it helpful, and are very encouraging to me in what we're doing here. And then there are others who, you know, whatever, like they hate for whatever the reasons. And, you know, trying to understand that for people, I genuinely feel bad. Like I have a great life, got a, you know, awesome wife. I got amazing kids. You know, my parents are getting elderly. I had a chat with them last night, you know, and you're reminded of our short time on earth sometimes, the mortality of ourselves and the finite amount of time that we have here on this earth that God has given us the opportunity and the time to do something with. And, you know, sometimes we're reminded of that and other times we forget. And I am just as guilty of that as everybody else, right? And yes, I'm not perfect. And no, things will frustrate me. And I'm not a robot. And, you know, we all have emotions and feelings. And we have, you know, people that we get scarred by. And we give scars. I mean, I have some very dedicated trolls who I have apparently mentally scarred, okay, at some level, and I don't feel good about that, okay. I know I have. Sometimes I feel like it's justified. I feel like some of the things that they say, I mean, they kind of, if I gave them the what for, I mean, it might have been, I feel like, you know, maybe they needed it, but regardless of what I think, it doesn't matter. What would have been really cool is had I been able to overcome that. And that's my challenge in life too, is to go, can I do better? Can I improve? I'm trying. Okay. Every year I feel like in the beginning of the year, I say, okay, my goal this year, I'm going to try to be nicer. And it's weird, man. It's almost as soon as I say that, like some of the worst case scenarios and people will come and just, you know, I got all kinds of things. It's very, very weird when I watch back and think about different scenarios that have occurred. It's like right when I'm trying to do that right thing, all of a sudden here comes a big test. I've even talked about that about loyalty. People are easy and they throw that word loyalty around a lot. And nobody's loyal until they're tested. Like this whole thing where, yeah, it's easy to be loyal when everything's going well, right? Like it's to build a house on the sand and it can still stand until the storms come, right? And the rains come. And the rains come down, the storms come up, rain came down and the floods came up. The house on the rock stood firm. What's your foundation? And sometimes they say you fall back on your foundation. Speaking of foundation, this most recent release, this is a foundational release for ALGO. Here going forward, like this baseline release right now is so stable, so solid, so awesome. I can't wait to tell you guys more about it. Later today, I'm going to go through the entire list of things that I have been working on over the last 4 or 5 sprints now. And I don't know if you're in development. There's a lot of developers here, I think, with us that know what I mean by sprints. And, you know, spent multiple sprints solidifying our baseline of ALGO now, and it's working really well. Actually, just that issue that just happened right there, where the top right, where the flagging wasn't showing there for a moment. This is some crash prevention that I am crashing the indicator itself. If there's some scenario inside of NinjaTrader, not allowing NinjaTrader to be hung up, where you can literally just press F5 to refresh any indicator that's going to potentially have a crash where it would have in the past. Doesn't happen. No more flashing on the screens. The blinking stuff all sealed and solidified. Create our own Sharp DX components to do our own drawings. No plotting through NinjaTrader on our biggest instruments, or not our biggest instruments, but on our biggest algorithms. It's been awesome. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoy it. If you install the most recent one, you're going to feel it. If you've tried our system in the past, if you install this latest version, you're just going to feel it. You're just going to feel how much better it is. It's super smooth. Transitions are the biggest thing that I think are the easiest way to see the ease. I'm going to jump in on this headshot here as a power headshot. Where you'll notice the biggest difference is transitions. So transitions between a live connection and a market replay connection, transitions between instruments, transitions between bar sizes, any kind of transition where you might have seen hesitations or blocks in the past. You will see some pretty big improvements around those. Just super smooth, switching all the way down to the ones even on NQ is just a dream here on the latest versions. So okay, so should have pulled that off on the crab down there. Again, just see how fast that snapped. Like literally was like, okay, I'll probably take some profit down here as we come down that area, and just snapped up so fast, could not even react down there. This might be bear trapping here. We're currently on strong sell, going to see if we can get a little bit more out of it. A little greedy here after the kind of eventual success of the morning here, but this is pretty deep, and the bulls have come in, and any deep dip have been buying the mess out of almost every single one of these. So I'm not gonna put my hopes on this one, but we'll see here in a moment. I'm gonna close. All right, I'm gonna keep my 5K there. It is 10:42. We've been on stream. Let's see, did we get full 90 minutes there? No. For the new folks, if you want to install the system, just next finish. It's that easy if you have NinjaTrader. I do still recommend 8131 is going to be the most stable. If you are on the most recent version of NinjaTrader, if you just think that the latest version of NinjaTrader is the bee's knees, okay, but here's what you need to know. They have problems on their onload events. Hopefully they'll eventually fix those in their current 816 anything, 8161, 8162, 8163. If you're on that latest version of NinjaTrader, what I would recommend you do is launch a blank workspace. What do I mean? So don't just launch in with the full chart layouts. Launch a blank workspace and then open one of the workspaces. Does that make sense? If you know what I'm talking about, type a 1. 2, if you're new or you don't know what I'm talking about, please type a 1 or a 2. Make sense? What was the verse that talks about evil not leaving? It's a proverb. So I do proverbs literally every day, even me and my wife, even last night. So whatever the day of the week is. So today is the 20th. So today I will be listening, because I like to do it through Bible.com. Bible.com has an audio component. So before bedtime, the last thing that I meditate on at night is a proverb and a proverb of the day. Proverbs is right in the center of the Bible. It is also, there are 31 of them. So there's one for every day of the month. And it's easy to know what day and what to read, because people are like, sometimes they're overwhelmed by what do you read in the Bible. The Bible is 66 books. If you include the Apocrypha, it's 88. You go middle, open up your Bible. You'll probably land in Proverbs if you kind of center it and pull it open. If you have a full Old Testament, New Testament, obviously I know people have different types of Bibles, but just in general, right in the center of the Bible, I don't think that that's any coincidence that it's there. It's the center. And if you are trying to gain wisdom for yourself on a daily basis, Proverbs is all about the wisdom of life. So it's right there. It's written by the wisest man to ever live the planet, King Solomon himself, who literally was able to, through wisdom, able to even control demons and get them to do mason work. It's a whole conundrum of sorts to understand all that background history. However, the wisdom of Solomon that God had him to write in these books, I think is important. And I gain a lot from it, so you might want to check it out. But it is a proverb. So if I type in proverb, and then I look for evil shall not leave the house of one who returns evil for good, I believe is the quote. Proverbs 17:13. Yes. Evil will never leave the house of one who pays back evil for good. So that is the proverb. That was Proverbs 17. So for me, I just heard that a couple days ago because, again, I do the same proverbs over and over again every month. I usually do a different version each month. This month we're doing NLT, which is the New Living Translation. And the next month I might like an NIV, or might do King James or New King James or the Message version each month. But hearing them over and over again until all of the proverbs are locked in your mind, to where when you have an event that occurs in life that it just kind of comes to you, like just even right now, like, you know, I feel bad for Captain Price because I know for him, sadly, evil will likely be just inundating his home. Bad things will happen around and in his own home and in the things that he does, in his car, in his vehicle, and the places that he goes. For someone who returns evil for good, I have done nothing but good, in my opinion, for Captain Price. I have offered him all kinds of things. He has had situations that he needed help with. I have tried to help him multiple times, and for whatever reason, like, I don't know what his situation is, but I genuinely feel bad for him. Okay, like, I don't understand a scenario or situation, but we all have different situations, right? I feel very blessed in the situation that I am in, and I can't possibly fathom that. At the same time, I know the good Father above, you know, he made him. He is a child of God, right? I feel bad for him, but I also know that evil will never, it literally says never, evil will never leave the house of one who returns evil for good. When you are literally going and attacking someone or hating on someone who has done you good. Now, here's the thing. If you like, it doesn't play the other way. If your enemies have come at you, whatever, and you're going to fight them or whatnot, or, you know, be evil in return, although the good Lord does say that there's a reward if you can not return evil for evil. But it is absolutely a curse to you if you return evil for good. When someone has absolutely tried to do something good for you, helped you, and then you literally backstab them and hurt them, or literally seek out to harm them when they have tried to do good for you, there's a direct curse for that one, and that one's dangerous. So anytime somebody's done, you know, so it's just, and by the way, it seems natural, right? Like, why would you do that? There should be. It kind of almost feels like that's justice. It feels like there's justice in that. Just saying. Let's see. Captain Price, it's not just that, dude. Like, you're over there like, oh, I'm saying all this weird stuff to get banned in my thing. You're like taking joy at getting banned by YouTube on your stuff, and just being generally a nuisance. Like, it's weird, bro. Though studying, feeling at peace. Yeah, so that one right there, that was Proverbs, that was a 17:13. There it was. And again, like, over time, you do start to memorize them. Like, that just came off the top of my head from earlier, but that's because it's not the first time. I didn't get it the first time, but after I've been through it multiple times, like, they'll start to lock into your mind. And especially when you kind of think on them, because I'm like, that was one that I had to think about. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And a lot of things, they'll apply to situations. You're like, you know, I did see, man, you know, that one scenario that happened really bad for you know, so-and-so, I did really good for them. And then later on, you're like, man, this situation that they're in now is like really terrible. And then you're like, I mean, it literally sounds evil. And like, you know, I remember that verse, and it's, you know, it applies to all of us. We also need to be warranted and be careful of those things. Jesus was weird, so whatever. Well, I mean, if weird means different, yeah, I think he absolutely was different. Well, there you go. Let's see what else. Did I miss something else here? Just finish. New release is great. So happy blinking is gone. I know, isn't it awesome? Feels so good. Yeah, no blinking, right, Captain Rex? Yeah, man, it's awesome. Which is interesting. Does AB work with the newest version of NinjaTrader? Okay, so if you want it, if you just like, I know people are obsessed with, I want the latest, and everybody thinks the latest is the greatest. That can be true, but it can also not be true. I have already identified there are on-load issues with NinjaTrader latest versions, 8.16. It's not us. They have stability issues. If you ever seen people like complaining that, oh, you know, my NinjaTrader crashed and whatnot for other things, not just ALGO box, I'm talking about just in general. I think their current version is a little unstable on 8.1. Whatever they introduced in 8.15, they've never come back and addressed the on-load issues. If you're switching between contract, or on load. It happens the same thing if you go into market replay in those later versions, and it doesn't have to do anything with like, you know, recompiling or creating all of our templates. I recreated all templates and everything into the latest versions, and it's just unstable on load events because it's random, that it will lock up randomly on load unless you circumvent it by loading a blank chart. And I mean, it's kind of proof that it's something on them. Oh, here we go. We got something happening here. I don't know. I'm going to just press the button here.
Trump says it's highly unlikely that he extends the ceasefire with Iran. So
all right,
again,
just
Trump
grabbed a
says
1K
ceasefire
bag off
expires
of
Wednesday
whatever's
evening
happening here.
Washington time, and says Vance will leave for Pakistan later today. But again, Trump saying that it's highly
I've got
unlikely
some more
that
news
he
here.
extends the ceasefire with Iran. Strength in WTI crude, weakness in the S&P 500 here as well. Again, just to repeat this, Trump says the meeting with Iran can work well for all parties, but it's unlikely
Top of the
he
channel,
extends
King
the ceasefire
timing.
with Iran.
NQ on the 7. Divergence down NQ on the 9.
They try to make it like it's a nothing burger. Okay, got a red dot and I got a power cross up at the top.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5. Double Delta NQ on the 5.
Shift.
Alpha Delta NQ on the 5.
Double delta shift.
Double Delta NQ on the 5.
Triples here now.
NQ on the 5.
All right, I'll take a bag. There we go. Hey, how about it?
Alpha Omega up
You know,
on the 6.
sometimes you sit around and remember how I said earlier, like all of a sudden a customer can come through the door.
NQ on the 30.
Okay, customer just came through the door, said, hey, would you like to press the buy button? Would you like to press the sell button? Why, yes, thank you.
Gains as Trump
So,
says the ceasefire
again, we can
extension
lay
is
out our
unlikely.
general plan,
Again,
and
for any
then I
users,
say standard operating
aware
procedure because something can
that
come
it's slow
outside
at
of
the moment due to
standard, which
side
is like what
traffic
just happened right now,
listening.
right?
Again,
All of a
looking at the
sudden,
markets here,
Trump's
coming
talking
from
about
Trump,
Vance
as he
not
says it's highly
going to
unlikely that he
Pakistan, or
extends
he is
the
going to
ceasefire
Pakistan,
with
or
Iran.
what they anticipated to be a thing is not going to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, maybe you stay in, maybe you don't. That was nice being in before that big down move. Yeah, that was pretty cool, right, Shrink Man? Nice. Did you hit that one? No, Ubuntu or Mix. I mean, all this stuff of people like leaking stuff and whatnot. Like, I mean, hacking people's stuff. It's stealing. Like, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but like, you're like, oh, you know, I got some hacked version of whatever. I mean, you're literally stealing. So, you know, if I don't know if you know what, do I really have to pull up the verses of what happens to you if you're caught stealing or if you are a thief? Do I really need to pull that up? I mean, Captain Price, like, it's really weird to me. Okay, I don't think that way. I don't look to go, oh, how can I steal something? Ooh, I can't wait to steal. Let me see if I can steal this. Like, you have to understand, there's a mental capacity and there's a mental thing with people who think that way, right? I don't want to say I don't understand it. I do understand it. Oh, I understand why you do it. Okay, but I know, like, what kind of rewards you gain in life and in the afterlife for having that kind of mental capacity, because this whole test here on earth is to test what kind of person, aka, because again, we all think that we're human. Like, we're not. There is more to us. We are spiritual beings, and your place in the next kingdom is more important than what is happening right now. But your test is here. This is a dome, y'all, that we've been stuck in. I want to say stuck in, it's a bad term. Allowed to have the opportunity to be here in this, to have a video game of life that's complicated. Like, I've asked my children, would Minecraft be fun if there weren't any enemies in it? They said no. Would Fortnite be fun if there weren't any challenges in it? They said no. I said, so sometimes they get frustrated when, like, oh, Daddy, this this big boss is too difficult. Can you help me pass it? And I'm like, let's work on it. But like, you need to work to be able to beat that person in that game, so you acquire that skill. It's hard. That's what makes it rewarding. Isn't that funny and interesting how that works? Like, the hard part is the rewarding part when you overcome that hard part. If you complain, if all you do is complain about the hard part, skip the hard part, cheat the hard part, whatever, you don't gain the reward from the achievement of overcoming that moment, right? Life is hard, I believe, for that reason. People are like, well, you know, why is life difficult? Again, we all think that this is it, right? Because we're so myopic to think everything is this physical realm, and there's more to it than that, right? This is just a test. This is just a test, everybody, okay? But the God of the universe, who loved you enough to come down here and die for you, pay attention to what he's saying. Accept his gift. Don't spit in his face about it, okay? And if someone did go and get tortured and die for you, and you spit in their face, you know, I think you kind of deserve in the end what you get. You know, someone did that, and then you're capable of just going, don't care. I think it's another thing that it's definitely worse than someone who is stealing, like Captain Price over there being like, oh, I like to steal software, I like to steal people's stuff, and I like to steal things and get it for free because, ooh, I feel so good about stealing and stealing.
Comments
Let me ask you something. Are you married?
From a phone interview.
Do you have children?
Today that was just released on the main wires. Again, just to repeat the main points
I'm just
there.
saying.
Trump in this to say that it's highly unlikely that he'll extend.
You don't steal, but you talk about it a lot.
It will
Interesting.
not open the Strait of Hormuz until the deal is signed, and that ceasefire expires on Wednesday evening in Washington time. And that advance is leaving.
There was a kid who played JavaScript. Yeah. Without challenges, it's boring. Yeah, the game would totally be boring, right? Just walking around in Minecraft, like with no other entities, no other things to come into
as well after the Trump
fight. It wouldn't be fun. I'm making assumptions. No, you're revealing what you want to be. You obviously want to be disagreeable. You obviously want to cause strife. You obviously want to come and whatever it is you're doing, be a distraction. You want to get multiple accounts banned or whatever your whole thing is. I don't know. I'm just calling a spade a spade. That's what I do, man. So let's see. Up 8. Man, market just all of a sudden started moving. A lot easier now than it was this morning. Kind of want to see if I got another spot here. Coming up into this bull touch here. As we touch the bull, let's see if we get a setup on the lower time frame. As we touch the higher time frame opportunity, lower time frame risk. Might be able to crack 10K here on the day. Let's see if we get do we have a 5-figure day on our hands? There is a shark. Sell side. No one likes trolling? I mean, well, then what are you doing? Weird. Seems like they do. Hey, what's going on? John, how's it going, buddy? What's up with you this morning? I hope everyone's doing well. Oh, we had some fun conversations. You probably want to roll back the tape today. It was a good fun conversations, I think. Let's see. We're coming up here. I think we might have 10K. Let's see if we got it. We get some 10K hype in the chat. Try to spam that chat one more time here for me. Let's see if we got spam 10K. Can we spam 10K? See if I can hit it here. We're going to break that dot. We are strong sell. We have red arrow. We are on the 0 line, so it's going to be not going to be crisp. King timing. All right, cracking through the dot. It's a piercer. I doubt it's going to be crisp because we are on the 0 line. Okay, we're on the 0. So just in general, if you see something coming in on the 0, you usually have to leave it more space. And I didn't get anything better than just a pierce and king timing here. Could have said, you could have gotten a shark, maybe. But, shark is a shark back. I like to play the back of the shark, not necessarily the front side, because oftentimes I want to take the first target in front of the shark.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega Delta NQ on the 5.
Ooh, is that going to get in my way? I'm still hearing sellers. I'm going to add on the cross. See if we can get that. Get caught in a trap and a snapback.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 5.
A big green dot there. Might be getting caught off sides on the bounce here.
Harmonic NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 5. Double dot NQ on the 7.
Nope.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Okay, now we got a shark back coming up fast. They're not going to last. Try to add again right here on the shark back this time. We've got a delta shift up top on the 7s. But never count out those bulls in the market.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Deuce.
Harmonic NQ on the 7. Good dot NQ on the 7.
Deuce.
Harmonic NQ on the 7.
They could zone it here. There's a dot and a shark up top here. We have 50 in it. 7.
Double delta NQ on the 9. 2 finger NQ on the 35.
This would be a cool time. Like, you know what I should do is I should use our new command center and set it to 10,000, and that way it'll instantly lock me out at 10,000. That would be way cool. All right, I'm gonna peel it right there. 10K on the day. Speaking of, let me show you guys this new command center. Go into indicators.
Enigma long on the NQ on the 5.
And oh, I hope I've installed it. Have I installed the latest on this machine? We're gonna walk through that later today. How many of you guys have used the command center? Anybody used the new command center? Type a 1 if you've already used it or if you know what we're talking about. 2 if you're new and you haven't. No, I don't even have it installed yet. The latest version, 0.8. So we put in a patch and I went ahead and included that feature as well. We worked on it for a good long time. I was just like, I'm just going to finish it out. It was in a wish list for a long time to have an auto, like basically full control of risk, max drawdown, also max target. So for instance, you guys have seen me a lot of times when we get back to kind of our normal layouts and stuff. I'll be running my bot account where I will run it across 6 instruments. And I usually want to close it out around $1,000 or $2,000, but I have manually flattened all on those. Well, now we have a command center that will allow us to plug that in. We can go, hey, you know, if this account hits $1,000, close out everything. If it's 2,000, close out everything. There's also a full lockout. Well, not a lockout, a full disconnect, because if you're using the button style entries, which are compatible with trader funding programs, because again, most trader funding programs they don't want you doing full auto, but they'll let you press buttons. So there's kind of this mixed bag that we allow with our cyborg system that allows us to do like this, right? Like an arm long, arm short, and I am controlling the button level entries, which most of the trader funding programs allow because of the way that we're interfacing and turning on or turning off a full auto system. Yada yada. Okay, but this won't automatically turn off by itself, right? Let me unlock that. But let's say that I have full auto turned on. If it executes and takes trades and then it flattens, well, then if this is still turned on, it's going to execute. So a good way to do this would go, okay, now I want to disconnect. So you can actually select the option in the command center to fully disconnect as well. I know I'm waving my hands around here because I don't have it installed on my live streaming machine, but this afternoon I'm going to do the whole walkthrough of the latest install to show you guys every feature in the new stuff. It will have one of our usual thumbnails, so look for that thumbnail video coming out later today with the update for 11.1.5.8 for the ALGO box installer. Yes, it is compatible with the latest version of NinjaTrader. I do think, though, NinjaTrader's stability issues, you'll need to launch a blank workspace first and then open up one of our workspaces. They've got some on-load events that hopefully they'll eventually fix, as I said earlier. But if you want the most stable version of NinjaTrader, you're going to want 8.1.3.1, and that is available for download. We've got a link for that inside of our Discord on the left-hand side if you want our recommended version of NinjaTrader, the most stable version of NinjaTrader. If you guys have not been around software for too long, you know, there are stable releases. I think that they should actually label 8.1.3.1 as a stable release. Their most recent ones are unstable on their on-load events, and when you switch over to market replay for whatever reasons, I'm sure they'll get that cleaned up at some point. But for right now, we have identified that there are some issues around that. But yeah, I would use 8.1.3.1 if it's me personally. if you just absolutely want the latest version of NinjaTrader, launch a blank workspace first and then open up a workspace. It's just an extra step, and I'd rather not do extra steps if I didn't have to. But again, that's just me. Everybody's got their different tastes for things. Thanks for hanging out here with me there this morning. Rough map there this morning around this area, and then opened up for us and grabbed a nice 5-figure bag here this morning. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys this afternoon for the updated video. We're going through the entire release notes. I think you're going to enjoy it. We'll see you then.